guys, so welcome back to Coffee Talk with Lexi. I am your friend, Lexi. If you're new here, then welcome. Hi, again, my name is Lexi, and I want to let you know that I talk about different topics and respond in a way that is faith-based because that is how I do my life. I am a Christian, and mostly my decisions and or how I do my life is based on faith, based on the word, the Bible. I do my best. Okay, I'm not perfect, but I try. I try to live my life aligned with the word and that is pleasing to God. So I try. So if you're not a Christian, that is fine. Welcome. You feel free to still watch, to still talk to me. I want to be your friend. I still want to be your friend. This is not a religion thing and all that, but I want to be your friend. So yeah, let's get started. What's brewing? I think it's been, less than a month, been a couple of weeks when, I don't know, the Lord has put this topic into my heart. He wants me to talk about the time when I had to move from the Philippines to here in US. My struggles, what I went through mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and all that, how I adjusted, and I am assuming that the Lord wants to speak to, whoever is about to make a, life-changing decision or who's moving to a different place and all of that, feeling alone and, all that. So I want to share what I went through, my experience. I mean, I can't tell you how to deal with things. I can't tell you how to adjust and all that, but I just want to tell you how I did it, And so it was about about 4 years ago. So it was 2018. When I moved here from the Philippines, it was, I think, like 3 months after graduation. My mom moved here way before we did. I think when I was in high school. So she wanted us to be here because she moved here because she got married and she moved with her husband here. She got married and so she moved here and she wanted to be with us. So when me and my brother finished college, we moved. When I graduated, I was happy that I graduated, but it was sad because our lives were changing. I knew that we were gonna move here, we were gonna leave, so it was very sad. It's not something that I decided on for myself. I honestly didn't want to move. So it was sad. I had to move. I had to let go because I grew up with my grandparents, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, my brother in one house. So they're my family, and so I had to let them go. I had to let go of that family, and when I had to let go of my friends, and I was in a relationship then, so I had to let that go as well. It's not just moving to a different country, but everything that I'm gonna leave behind. It was very sad. It was, I would say, one of the lowest moments in my life, if not the lowest. And so it was hard. And also, like, I didn't have that relationship with Jesus before. I knew God. I believe in God on my life. I believe in Jesus on my life. But I feel like I knew of him, but I didn't really know him. I didn't have that relationship with him. But I was faithful to him. The God he is that I knew was the God who has a plan for me always. So that time I was really sad. But before I left the Philippines, I knew that he has a plan for me. So I thought that if my God had to move me from a different country to a different country, from to a different continent, to a different family, because I never lived, because my mom is here and my dad and then my little brother and my sister, to a different cousin. Never lived with them, so it was a different family, and to different sets of friends. Then he has a big plan. Like, his plan is so big that he had to move or change my whole life. Because, yeah, it was everything. It was a lifestyle change, it was a family change, friends change, job change, my whole life change, And so I was thinking, like, if he had to do that, it is something big. His plan is something big. So I was still sad, but I got excited, I got excited to know what it is, to see what his plans are for me. So yeah, like, that's one of the major things that helped me through that depressing times, was him holding on to his promise. It says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know that plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." And so holding on to his promise, to his word, that helped me through that depressing time before I left. And then I got here, and then I didn't have friends, I didn't have a job, I didn't have anyone, and I had to adjust to my family now. So it was a lot. It was still a lot when I got here. Oh, it's also hard because the culture is different here. I know, the culture shock bit, kind of. One of the things, it's funny. One of the things is that in the Philippines, we're known to be hospitable, but we don't. Okay, here people greet you everywhere. It's like they're like, "How you doing? How you doing? Hey, how are you?" And just like passing by at work, like, you pass by somebody and they're like, "Hey, how are you? How are you?" And I'm just like, why are they talking to me? I mean, like, not to be rude or anything, but like, why are they asking how I am? Like, everyone. So when when I first moved here, I first got a job and all that, like, when they would ask me how I'm doing, I would really think about it and answer them honestly, how I was feeling, or how I was that moment. That's funny. That's one of the culture difference, and a lot more, obviously. Filipinos are very, very different. We're very loud people, very expressive, I guess, very romantic, very, you know, our family dynamics are different. That's one of the things too that makes it hard. Oh, made it hard for me because, you know, I know here, like, kids move out, so that's a thing. But in our culture, like in Filipinos, we don't move out. Who moves out? We would move out only when we get married. Yeah, and have a family. And even sometimes, some people don't move out, even when they have a family. Like, their family moves in, their spouse moves in the house of their parents. That's how it was in the Philippines. So moving from a different country, to a different country, to a different family, and all that was huge. It was a huge adjustment for me, for my family in the Philippines. I felt lonely. Well, I'm very blessed that my brother was with me during the whole time. We were going through the same thing. It's crazy because in the Philippines, we weren't even close. All my life, growing up, we would fight a lot. Brother and sister. But when I got here and we were dealing with the same thing, it brought us closer. And now, like, I would say he's my best friend, I guess. Anyway, yeah, but it was still very, like, lonely to be, you know do not have, do not know anything, do not know anyone, do not have anything of your own, I guess, because everything's new. It was very lonely, and I didn't have a job, and it felt like there's no purpose, I didn't have purpose because my life was just like being in my room watching TV every day because I didn't have anything. I didn't have anyone. Well, I had my brother again, going through that same thing, which helped a lot. But yeah, it was very sad. It was very lonely. It was still depressing, but I still go back to his word, still go back to his promises, still go back to who he is, and he is a God that has a plan for me. And so I would say, like, I would speak to the Lord and be like, Lord, where is it? What is your big plan? I don't see anything. But slowly things changed. When my life slowly changed, one of the things I would say, if you're gonna move, or if you're gonna do a life-changing thing, or like, if you're about to move into a different country or different place or city or something, I would say do not isolate yourself. That's the thing. Do not isolate yourself. One of the things that really, really, really helped change my life and helped me adjust to, to everything, was being surrounded by a community. Find your home church. Find a godly community that will lift you up, that will help you adjust, that would, being a community makes you feel like you belong. You find family, Yeah, do not isolate yourself. Surround yourself with a community. And another thing is, do not be afraid to try out different things. Try different restaurants. Try to go hang out with other people. Get out of your comfort zone, but still be aligned with the Word of God. But yeah, try different things. I know when me and my brother got here, we tried different restaurants, different places, discovered different things. Go on adventures to that different place. Yeah, because it could be lonely, and I know, like the first few months, I missed the Philippines so bad. It was so bad that I already got a job, but I was like homesick. I was homesick, and I really wanted to go back already. So I would look up flights for the weekend. I was like, I don't care if I have to pay for this much. I'm gonna go back, even if it's just for a weekend, because I had a job. I could not take time off because I was new and all that. But I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna go back and just spend like even one day. And I was looking at flights, but obviously I didn't do it. It's a waste of money. And going back to the Philippines, it's not like a 5-hour flight. It's like a whole day flight. It's like, how many hours? 14, 16 hours. So yeah, not a joke. So obviously I didn't do it, but you would feel it. The first few months are tough. They are tough. But I am telling you, it gets easier. It gets easier. And that's with the help of, again, surrounding yourself with a community, going out, go for adventure, go embrace the change. Embrace the change. Because the more you resist, the more I tried not to move on from my life in the Philippines, the harder it was. So when I finally let go of my life there and finally accepted and embraced the change that happened, it was easier. But ultimately, after surrounding yourself with community, accepting change, and going on adventures. Ultimately, what helped me was, again, what I talked about in the beginning of the video, is go back to God. He is peace. He gave me peace. He, like, hit knowing who he is, holding on to his word, because God is faithful. God keeps his promises. So holding on to his word, holding on to his promise, that really helped me. It was hope. I was holding on to that hope, and always go back to him, even with the weight that you're carrying. Bring it to him. I would speak to him and I'd be like, Lord, where is that big plan? Where is it? Because I'm not seeing anything. I would say that to him. I would cry to him. I would give everything to him. And that ultimately is what really helped me adjust, really helped me, because my life slowly changed. My life, I saw how God's plan was revealed and unfolded in my life. And if I were to go back in the past and make a decision of if I were to move here or not, I would 100% move here, because his plans are so much better. I'm telling you, his plans are so much better than what I had for myself. It was a life change, but I feel like my life is so much better now. Yeah. And because he put me in a place where he reintroduced himself to me. Now I have this relationship with him. Now he reveals my purpose, and now I feel like I'm living with a purpose. I feel like I'm living this life for him. So, and he reveals your purpose. I feel like now, like, my life is so much better. I don't know. I just feel like I am in the right place, and I pray that this helped you. This, at least for a little bit, comforted you. Knowing that God is faithful, knowing that God is there, knowing that because it happened in my life, and He did it for me, and He doesn't have favorites. It's not like that. So He will do it for you too, and so if you're going through anything. If you need someone to talk to, I am here. Comment down below. I'll put my Instagram below, and comment down below your Instagram if you want to talk. I'll message you. Let's do this live together. Do not isolate yourself. Continue to express yourself, what you're feeling. Be vulnerable, because it's okay to be vulnerable. Because we all go through these things. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Again, I pray this, even just for a little bit, helped you or comforted you. Pray that the peace of God would just overwhelm you like He did with me. And hold on to His promise. Hold on, because He is faithful. He loves you. He loves you. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I think the subscribe button is here. I think. So click on the subscribe. And if you like this video, click on the like button. And, comment down below what resonated with you. Or if you want to talk again, comment down below. I am here for you. Let's do this life with you. I am your friend. And yeah, see you again in my next video. Bye.